for the most part, we believe most Ghanaian women are endowed, naturally endowed. But I think the endowment is over exaggerated. Ghanaians tend to shout at Nigerians.
So if there's a beef between Medical and Davido, it hurts me because the unreleased song, listen to the song.
I've been searching, I've been looking for you. So if you love me, I go spend all the love of your body, just to give me that good love. You worry, I spend my day for your man. So I come and only say one of me
Hi YouTube, hello guys, thank you very much for joining me today on the channel. My name is Amatiana and this is the Miss Briggs channel live on YouTube. As always, it's lovely to have you and I'm so grateful for all the subscriptions, likes. Please and please and please, I'm still begging you, please comment. I don't bite. Like, look at me, I'm harmless. I need to know what you think. How is the editing skills? Can you hear me when I talk? Like the volume, the this, because I don't have a lot of things. I don't have a mic. I don't have, so most of the time I use the editor to increase the voice and all these little things I do. The channel is still small. And if you don't subscribe, then who will subscribe? So please. And the light has gone off. I'm recording. Look. This is what always happens when I try to do a video. This is all the stress I go through sometimes. If I tell you what time it is, I'm recording this video. Maybe you might have pity on me and subscribe to the channel. So, Charlie, this is where we end the video for today. ECG. Light has come off. Mekoda, why? China. And I have the time, I'm going to record again. It's rather unfortunate, man. It's hard.
Tiana.
Welcome back from that break. My name is Amatiana. It's always a pleasure to have you on the channel. So as the lights went off, there's lighthouse or blackouts, whatever you call it in your country, doomsday, I decided to use the ring lights to power the ring lights to record this video. I hope you can see me. I hope it's bright enough. I don't think I'll have time tomorrow to record, and let's jump right into the topic for today. As I was going to talk about, you know what? Let me talk about something different. Oh man, Charlie, mini AC, mini AC. Maybe we should help the channel grow so that things should be. We'll get some things, get a mic, so that we'll remove all the noise. Most of my channel, most of my viewers are guys, so sometimes I wonder, should I talk about videos that are appealing to the male or the female part of my channel? But what I can say for the most part is I'm going to talk about, I had something different I want to talk about, but as there's no light and I'm not really feeling the energy anymore, I think I should talk about my experience instead of talking about things that are very technical and all that. So I'm just going to talk about the Ghana stereotypes, and I think I mentioned some of the stereotype thing as some of the things you should expect in Ghana. So for instance, in Ghana, recently the trending news of the medical and how his wife went to do plastic surgery, but then she has a slimming tummy business and trimming down business and all that. But then she has gone to do plastic surgery, and that way you're deceiving people that the thing you're wearing underneath your clothes is what is giving you the shape and all that. So it's very misleading. So you girls watching all the celebrities and you feel pressured, like say like, oh, I want to have that shape badly. Some of them, they're not real. They're not real because now you have people doing the fake one, and then portraying themselves as this is what the typical Ghanaian woman looks like. Yes, most of them have the hips and the ass and all that. I've even seen kids, little girl with curvy. I'm like, what is this small girl doing? When I mean little girl, under 10 years old. She's under 10. That girl cry. Shouldn't even be up to 8 years now. If you see her ass. Little girl like that. Eesh. I'm like, this parents should be careful. Maybe because here they are used to it, but if this little girl was to be in the other places, some perverted men, predators, children predators for kids. Oh. So one of the stereotypes is the endowment of most Ghanaians, which is over exaggerated. I'm not saying they're not endowed, but some of it are not real. Not all Ghanaian girls has that big shape and all that. Some of them are either they are wearing waist trainer or they are doing something plastic surgery or that. Number two stereotype for Ghanaians is that people believe that when you talk about Ghana, they have to be so dark, like the color black. That's not true. There are Ghanaians who are even lighter than me. They are not mixed race. They are full-blooded Ghanaians like that. And then another stereotype. To be honest with you, I didn't write. Oh, that's I'm really struggling. If I had my points, you know what? I think I'm gonna pause the video, put my points down, and then record again. Right back. The light did not come. ECG, what's happening? I thought maybe by the time I'm ready, when I finish jotting down my points, the light will be back, but unfortunately I cannot make a waste of the time because I've checked my schedule and I might not have the time to record this video. So it's better to record it and know it's available, and I might when I go out I can edit it on the go and all that. So I already mentioned the stereotypes, Ghana stereotypes. One of the things women are endowed, not all Ghanaians are dark in complexion, and number three is the English is overrated. Now remember, this is the stereotype. It doesn't mean it applies to everybody. Ghanaians watching this video, it doesn't mean every Ghanaian is like this. It just means that this is how people perceive you. You see, you have no control about how people see you. You can be your authentic self, but someone may perceive you very different. So in my opinion, that and what do I mean by English is overrated? There's this stereotype of Ghana speak the best English and this and that, but you have to understand that there's something called when I was growing up. I don't know if this applies to all Nigerian or if this is what they call it in every part of Nigeria, but there's something called fune. Fune is like when you try to sound different from the way your original voice or the normal way you talk. When you try to sound different, it's called funering, like you're funering. So in Ghana they call it slurring. So you're slurring, you're trying to speak. There's something called the Ghanaian accent, right? The Ghanaian accent, right? But some people do it so much that it becomes a mixture of other things that you say, this one is not really Ghanaian accent. Slurring and this other things, that has made, because men and women tend to sound different in Ghana. How is that possible? In Nigeria, when people are speaking Pidgin English, I can only use Pidgin English because not everybody speaks the same language in Nigeria. When people are speaking Pidgin English, we tend to sound almost identical, almost the same. The pronunciation, the accents, it's the same thing. But in Ghana here, women tend to, put something in their English, and men, some of them, they don't really have time for all that. They just speak normal. Number four, there's this stereotype that Ghana has a lot of electricity, constant electricity. I bet you've seen it. I'm recording, there's no lights. I'm using the ring lights to record. And hopefully you can see me, and hopefully I'm not wasting my time doing this. I believe it will get better with time, because even though this doom soil is like this, it's still better than other African countries. I hope ECG will fix the problem. Number five, best jollof. Some people say, oh, Ghana has the best jollof. I have a video about Ghana jollof and Nigeria jollof, and in my video I talked about how it's not about which one is better, it's all about preference. A lot of people eat jollof with stew in it, meko, green pepper in it, shito in it. So when a Nigerian prepares jollof for you, we don't have all this extra thing. Maybe occasionally you can have pepper sauce, chicken sauce, but it's not something you add. When people cook patty jollof is patty jollof. But in Ghana here, people will eat jollof with stew in it, this and it, that and it. For me, I prefer to have the authentic taste of the food and not all this other little thing that is helping to enhance. Why don't you cook your jollof that you can eat it purely and you still feel like you're eating something nice? So this is very it's about preference, about what you like. If you like all these extra things, then you know where to go. If you want to eat authentic, I have a video about this that I go deep into it, so keep watching and maybe hopefully I'll post the video soon. Now, another stereotype is Ghanaians are too slow or too chill. There's a video I also recorded where I try to stereotypically say Ghanaians are like the Canadians, Nigerians are like the Americans, who are always in your face and kind of like all over the place and all that. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it. Please watch that video. Number 7 stereotype is Ghanaians tend to shout at Nigerians. This one, some Ghanaians will come for me, but understand Nigerians have the population, so you're merely a shadow because you're less than 100 million. Nigerians are over 200 million. That's why it seems like Nigerians are all over the place, all over your country, because there are a lot of people in the country, and it's like we're all sharing the same resources, limited resources, and all that. You know, so and recently there is this fight between this guy again, medical. Every time medical. He's always on the news for something. I don't know if the marriage is disturbing him, he's going through some sort of depression phase, or he has to distract himself from what is happening. I really don't know, but we should pray for him. Have him in your prayers because he's going through a lot. He's arguing with Davido these days. They're fighting on Instagram or following each other, blocking each other, whatever. Someone who has made a music, if you see the song, I don't know if I'm going to put it in this video, but that song, they beep. I love the song. I can't wait for them to release it. Davido was on a track and he was giving it, and you're going to fight with that person. That's
Ike and then the video, they have a good song together. And Medical himself has said in an interview, say, oh, he reached out to Davido online, and Davido is the most humble person he has ever met. He said he thought he was humble until he met Davido. He reached out to Davido on Instagram and said, oh, I have a song I want you to be on. Davido didn't even think twice. He said, don't worry, I'll be coming to Ghana soon, and then we'll work on the project.
You know, when it comes to music, you know, you've done a lot of collaboration, my brother. So internationally, you worked with Davido. Bro, how was that experience like?
Davido is one of the coolest. I thought I I was humble till I met Davido. Yeah, I thought because me, I know I'm humble. I'm down to earth, 100%, always. Yeah. But when I met Davido, no, Davido is different. Like, bro lives his life like he's not even a celebrity, like, you know? Normal.
Yeah,
you know, they care, like
with him boys. Like,
yeah. We spoke on Instagram, and then I told him that I got this song. I want him to do a verse. On Instagram. Yeah.
Wow.
All this song, I want him to do a verse for me, and it was like, yeah, sure, he's coming to Ghana. He's coming to Kempinski. I should be in there.
Davido came to Ghana with Medical, and then they collaborated and released the song Father. That was off Medical's The Plug EP. Yes, The Plug EP. Father, Medical featuring Davido. The more reason why this hurts me is because Medical, Davido have a song that they have not even released yet. So if there's a beef between Medical and Davido, it hurts me because the unreleased song, listen to the song.
I've been searching, I've been looking for true love. So if you love me, I go spend all the love of your body, on your body. Just to give me that good love. You worry, cause back my day for your father. So I come and only say one of me don't. So I come and only say one of me don't. Your body be killer, only thing.
has filled O2 Arena twice. There's 20,000 capacity. You have come from the UK, 2,000, less than 3,000 capacity you filled, which is an accomplishment for Ghana music as well. But you're not on that level, at least not yet. So when you fill the O2 Arena, then we can start, making that kind of noise and fighting with someone who has achieved that much. When Burna Boy filled O2 Arena, won a Grammy Award, he did not come and say, let me sing with a Ghanaian artist to get this done. He did it. So Ghanaians, please stop fighting with these Nigerians. There was a time Ghana stopped playing Nigerian music. I don't know why you guys continued again, but all this fights. And even in Nigeria, a lot of people don't know what medical is. I never knew what medical was until I came to Ghana. So all this fight here, it's not worth it. Because in Ghana, the biggest artist that a lot of Nigerians know are Sarkodie, and maybe right now, Black Sheriff. Because that's what Black Sheriff did. We've taken him, we've adapted him, and also internationally he's doing very well. All these other noise, a lot of artists in Ghana are not known either outside of the country or in the arena, but we'll get there. We'll get there, okay? I think for the most part, when most artists want to promote their song, they tend to do all this beef, so they will go viral and people start talking about it, so the song will also blow when they release it. I hope that's the thing. Please, Ghanaians and Nigerians do not fight. We are like brothers and sisters. Number 8 stereotype is Ghana men are very loving towards their women. It's a stereotype. It seems like Ghanaians, I have another point that is related where they like to marry themselves. Now this doesn't apply to all Ghanaians. Some people are open to being with foreigners for the most part, but it seems like they treat their women differently than they treat foreigners because their women know them. They know them. So you can't try to hide or try to play tricks like that as opposed to other foreigners who are trying to understand because even though we're in Africa, the cultures are very different. Language is different and all these other little things. I'm not going to go into it. The 8th stereotype is Ghanaian men tend to be very loving towards their women, and number 9 is they tend to marry themselves. So number 10 stereotype is Ghana is peaceful. I have a video where I talked about this, so please go check it out. I don't want to talk. It's late, so I'm going to sleep. You're sleeping right now, so let me rush and go. The light is not coming right now. I'm even hot. Number 11 is another stereotype which is connected to number 10 is Ghana is safe. I have a video where I talked about this. Please go check it out. Number 12 is dating a Ghana man is an experience you should try. Dating a Ghana man is an experience you should try. When you try it, come and tell us how it is. So these are some of the things that I've said, if it's true or not. Only you can tell. Because when people say Nigerian men, they can pamper and woo you. Like they are the best lovers in Africa, but it's contested. Some people may have good experiences, other people may have bad experiences. So you go and date them and then come and tell us how it is. Number 13 stereotype is that it's easy to study here in terms of cost. This one, maybe this was 20 years ago or 30 years ago. I asked from 10 years ago down up to this day. Studying in Ghana is like a luxury. Right now, with foreigners have come to Ghana and made education thing like a big deal. You see, a lot of Francophone people are coming here to maybe study English and all those things. And all those things add to the development of the country. We have local businesses, educational businesses and all that. People are coming in, but bear in mind, this is not like the UK. I said this in one of my videos. Please go and watch the video where I explained it. When you come here as a French person trying to come and learn English, depending on the environment and the people you're surrounded by, it's possible if you go and stay in a compound house, it's possible you learn cheap more than even the English you've come to learn here. So be very careful, be well informed. As you're renting places here, know where you're going to rent, and take your studies very seriously. If you're depending on only to learn English from the locals here, you're on your own. You have to watch movies, listen to English songs, those things, watch cartoons. These are the ways you will learn. Don't rely only on Ghanaians to help you learn English, because most of them you won't get. And also when you're coming to study here, prepare money. some of the schools you have to pay in foreign currency. Now that dollar is going up, you want to come and study here. That means your parents have a lot of money, or you have a lot of money. You pay in foreign currency, either pay in dollars, pounds, or whatever your school is taking. Sometimes you change the equivalents to the local currency as well. That's a lot of money. Or maybe SEFA is higher than citizens now, so maybe you can afford it. Some of us, we were thankful we studied years ago, because right now coming to pay, now that dollar has gone up, pounds has gone up. We're lucky. So the new people come in, you're on your own. Number 14 is the stereotype of Ghana being cheap. No. You see the way you have inflation in your country, you're complaining the prices of goods have gone up and all that. It's the same thing here. Things have gotten expensive. Rents have increased. This have food, everything have increased, but salary remains the same. That's the issue we're facing here. You know, so as you're coming, prepare your money. You need a lot of money to stay here. If you're coming from Western countries, then here will be cheap. But if you're coming within African country, unless you're coming from what is it called? Is it Libya? Because Libya currency, Libya dirham is higher than cedis. So maybe unless you're coming from a country where your currency is higher than Ghana's, then maybe you might not really experience it that much. As if you come from a lesser country, or you spend a lot of money here. And you see how with the current inflation of how the war going on in Ukraine versus Russia, Israel versus Gaza, now the displacement of the Sudanese people, you have the flooding in Dubai, you have the flooding in Kenya, you have the flooding in Brazil, you have the flooding in either Indonesia, or the earthquake there, or in Bangladesh. All these disasters happening, we should also put Ghana in prayers. And all those things happening there should not happen here. Just, I'm not going to mention the day because I don't know when I'll post this video, but it's on the news recently that the plane going from UK to Singapore, someone lost their lives, people are injured. Thankfully the plane landed, made an emergency landing in Bangkok. So please, let us put Ghana in prayer. Things are happening around the world. Wildfires, earthquake, tornadoes, all those things. Ghana here, we have hot sun. That's what we were crying, hot sun, hot sun. People have it worse in other places. So let's just hope this climate change situation gets resolved. Let's protect the environment. All this wars and going on, we have to protect the environment. The last point I'm going to say is the stereotype is some people believe Ghanaians are local or backwards. No, Ghanaians don't come from me. This is a stereotype. It has nothing to do with you as an individual. This is just how people perceive the country or how the people are and stuff. So guys, this is where I end the video. Please bear with me. I'm a starting channel and I'll only get better with time. And I'm very sure it's not that bad. I think a lot of people had it worse when they are starting. Thankfully, technology has evolved over the years. In my video, I give you the undiluted truth, like the real facts of things. I'm sure maybe in other YouTube videos, they'll tell you 5 things to know, 5 things to know. And I'm here giving you 10, 20 things to take note of. So just in case one doesn't work or one doesn't happen, you have a lot of other actions to look or things to look out for and all that. So please, this takes a lot of effort, and your comments, your like, and your subscriptions help motivate the channel and help me push me to do more. So please keep them coming. Let's have an interaction in the comment section. Do not be scared to comment. Share my videos to anyone intending to visit Ghana or Africa, because we have a lot of content coming up and I just want to share my 2 cents. I'm only telling you this because maybe for some of you, when you came here, even me when I came here, I was young when I came. I did not source out for this information and stuff. But for a lot of people coming here from the diaspora or looking to visit, vacation, family visits and all that, trips, you want to visit and see if Ghana is a place you can start a business and all that, I'm here to answer some of those questions. You can also send me a message on Instagram if you don't want to, send leave a comment, maybe a private message on Instagram. So I can answer some of these questions for you. If I don't know the answer, I can also ask around to get the answer for you. So please be a part of my journey. Know when the channels start blowing up, that's when you're coming to form to claim relationship. Oh, I was there. I used to watch your videos when you were young. And what happened? What happened? You're supporting big channels. Support your sisters. Those big channels already have a name. So push so we can also get there and you can also be a part of it. So maybe in the future I'll be doing giveaways, once I start earning all those things. You also benefit from it. So please let's grow this thing together.
Tiana.
It's a big vibe, the girls them know.